We want to look at adverb. What is an adverb? An adverb is a word which describes a verb. Adverb describes. Now let's look at this word describe. What describe means it tells us more. Okay? Then it modifies a verb. And you already know what a verb is. A verb is an action word. This simply means that adverb add more meaning to a verb. It tells us how an action takes place. It tells us when an action takes place and where it happens, where an action takes place. Okay? Now, let me go again. An adverb is a word which describes a verb, which is an action word. It tells us how, when, and where things happen. It tells us how an action is performed, when and where it takes place. Then most adverb end in ly. Most adverbs end in ly. Example of words that describe verb in a sentence. Now, the first one here, the baby cried loudly. The action word here is cry. The baby cried. How? You ask yourself, how did the baby cry? Loudly. So loudly is a adverb. Okay? Now let's go to the second one. Mary spoke loudly to the people. If you look at this sentence, it's telling us how Mary spoke to the people. How? That is loudly. So loudly is the adverb there. Number 3, he ran quickly. Someone ran. How? How did that person run? Quickly. So quickly is the word adverb. 4, Ryan treated a cat kindly. Ryan treated a cat kindly. How did she treat a cat? That is what? Kindly. And that is the adverb there. Then number 5 says, it rained heavily yesterday. It rained heavily yesterday. How did it rain yesterday? Heavily. It rained heavily. Now 6, the old woman walked slowly. You know people, they walk slowly. So, what describes how the old woman walked? That is the word slowly. When I was defining adverbs, I told us that adverbs answer the question how, when, and where something happens. Now we've talked about how something is done. Those are the ones that mostly end in ly. But let's look at these 2 examples on the board. We have, he kept the book there. He kept the book there. You can ask yourself, where did he keep the book? Where? There. So there is what? Also an adverb. It shows where something is kept, the position of something. So number 2 says, we saw the elephant today. We saw the elephant today. When? If you look at it, when did we see the elephant? Today. That is also an adverb. So when you are identifying adverbs, we need to be very careful. First thing to note is that most adverbs end in ly. And adverbs also describe when an action or where an action takes place.